problem.
Big ones there.
And I'm gonna solve it.
Oh, Superman punch caught him. Fitch looking to finish. Teeing off.
It's gonna be a fight.
Fitch has done it.
I'm gonna be in your face, just making it ugly.
This will do it. It's all over.
Every fight is different. Every opponent that I have bring a different problems on the table, but I truly believe I have the solution.
He's at the top, and I want to fight the best guys, and right now he's the #1 welterweight in the world.
He's big time hurt with the elbow.
I truly believe I'm stronger, more skilled, and I got more tools and more knowledge than him.
John Fitch wins again.
This fight should undoubtedly prove that I belong at the top of this weight class.
He has been able to dominate every single of his opponent. When it's gonna be time to fight, I'm gonna let it all go.
I'm gonna have to take the fight to him. I can't sit back and let him use his athletic ability to win this fight and dictate the fight.
I think I'm a better overall fighter and better than he is in every single aspect of the game.
I'm gonna take that belt from him. I'm gonna be the one that proves that he's not the greatest fighter out there.
I do my talking in the octagon. I don't use words to intimidate my opponent.
I'm here to fight. I'm here to train. I'm here to fight. That's all it is. That's all that matters to me. That's all I care about.
He's in my way, and I'm gonna have to beat him. He's gonna go down.
I will do everything in my power to make sure that my hand is raised at the end of this fight.
You wired me awake and hit me with a hand of broken nails. You tied my knees, pulled my chains, watched my butt in the ball. But I'm gonna break my rusty cage.
He is on a 15-fight winning streak. 8-0 in the UFC, currently tied with Royce Gracie for the most consecutive wins inside the octagon. And this fight, mentally, physically, and learning the game as John Fitch steps into the Harley-Davidson prep point, comes at a perfect time for John Fitch, who says, I've never been the strongest, I've never been the most talented, I've never been the fastest, but I've always worked the hardest. And that hard work, he thinks, will pay off here tonight.
Hard work, mental toughness, and concentration on technique, and he's fought some very, very credible opponents in building up that 8-0 record in the UFC. He's defeated Brock Larson, Josh Berkman, he's stopped Thiago Alves. He's fought tough guys. Juan Carnero, Diego Sanchez, Luigi Fioravante. He is, without a doubt, in my opinion, the toughest test in George St-Pierre's career.
Maybe the best single word to use to describe John Fitch is that he is a grinder.
That's a determined looking dude right there.
Well, he's unfazed by all of this. Left West Lafayette, Indiana, Fort Wayne, Purdue, moved out west to San Jose, took his dog, everything he could put in his car, which wasn't much. Made about $800 a month then, 500 with to rent. Now tonight, he could be the next UFC welterweight champion.
En l'air sur la piste, même si gardez la tête, vous n'êtes pas sur la liste. C'est pas la rue, mais l'être demain qui m'a prise. Comme un faire confiance, ils ont tué le Christ. Les rappeurs m'envient, c'est tous en galère. Un jour sur mon salaire, c'est leur assurance vie. J'suis pas dans le game pour les tatas. Je la fais Adidas, Freak, un Elina Sam. En plein plus tard avec mon BEP vente. J'fonce un au mic à la vente de substance bizarre. Mon péto, j'ai pris la vie dans mes bras. C'est le dos. Devinez qui mène là-bas. Du roda, moi, c'est les
He is the UFC undisputed welterweight champion of the world, the French-Canadian
which is really amazing because here's a guy who didn't compete as a wrestler in high school or college, but is widely regarded to be one of the best wrestlers in all of mixed martial arts, if not the best. He has great jiu-jitsu, very good striking, and a wealth of experience in defeating some of the best fighters in the game.
George St-Pierre brought in one of Machado's, a leg lock specialist, to work on his jiu-jitsu. He says, and I quote, "I am better at everything that Fitch is good at." He spent a month in Brazil with the Machado. He has certainly upped his game every time. And ironically tonight, most of his wrestling training partners are representing his home country of Canada in the Olympic Games in Beijing, China.
And he works out also with a lot of Russian nationals, really great wrestlers as well, who, you know, he credits them and all the work that he's done with these top-level wrestlers for really elevating his jiu-jitsu game, his wrestling game, his overall grappling ability. I mean, the stats that we exhibited earlier tonight that we showed about his takedown defense and his ability to take opponents down is just unprecedented, really impressive. And when you consider the fact that he's doing this against guys like Matt Serra, Matt Hughes, Josh Koscheck, it makes it even more impressive.
Josh Koscheck, a training partner of John Fitch. Greg Jackson has become a very instrumental part of the success of the French Canadian, the champion, George "RUSH" St-Pierre. He said, "I am right where I was a year and a half ago. The champion who needs to defend his title. This time, there will be no Matt Serra. There will be no upset. At least that is what George St-Pierre has guaranteed." Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson. St-Pierre, the champion, 27. The challenger, Fitch, is 30 years old, 2 inches taller, but it is St-Pierre who will have a slight reach advantage. Now, once again, with the official introductions of our title fight, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented to you by Harley-Davidson. Sanctioned by the Minnesota Combative Sports Commission with Executive Director Scott Ledoux. Our judges at Octagon side are Doug Crosby, Nelson Hamilton, and Jeff Mullen. And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Eve Loving. This championship bout is sponsored by Bud Light, Ultimate Refreshment, Superior Drinkability. And the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson. And Bangkok Dangerous, starring Nicolas Cage, in theaters everywhere, September 5th. And now, the moment UFC fans all around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC World Welterweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins with 2 losses and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, introducing the challenger, John Fitch. And now, introducing the champion, standing in the red corner. This man is a wrestler and Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins with 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC World Welterweight Champion, George "RUSH" St-Pierre.
Guys, UFC belts on the line tonight. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now. Go back to your corner.
George St-Pierre. John Fitch for the UFC Welterweight Championship.
Are you ready, sir? Are you ready? Fight!
Our main event is underway, and here we go.
Immediately, St-Pierre takes him down.
What did we talk about at the top of the show? 80% of the time, it is none other than George St-Pierre successful on takedowns. And Fitch's takedown defense was well over 70%.
Fitch is very comfortable off his back, though. He has excellent jiu-jitsu.
And no one in UFC action has ever passed the guard of John Fitch.
Good job of controlling the hands of George St-Pierre. Keeping him from landing any shots on the top.
You talked about Dave Camarillo and the guerrilla jiu-jitsu black belt that John Fitch just earned. He was the first man to ever go all the way, white belt to black belt, under Dave's tutelage, which is a heck of an honor. Fitch did it all with hard work.
Yeah, Dave Camarillo is a highly respected jiu-jitsu instructor and competitor. Who's also a fantastic judo player as well. His the jiu-jitsu that he teaches is very aggressive, very MMA oriented.
Good elbow by St-Pierre. Half guard. St-Pierre has just gotten bigger, stronger, more powerful. Even though you can't see it, he is so much stronger than he was in fights before. You see it displayed, though, and the control, the chant of USA. Fitch, the Midwesterner. St-Pierre, the champion, the French-Canadian.
Fitch is back to his feet.
Got him again. Joe, you've talked about it before with St-Pierre. For a guy who didn't wrestle in high school, didn't wrestle in college, to be perhaps the best wrestler in mixed martial arts right now, or at least one of the top wrestlers in mixed martial arts, is absolutely fascinating.
It's pretty incredible, and it's a testament to what kind of an athlete he is. It's just unbelievably explosive, very fast.
Fitch is a gamer, though. St-Pierre switched stances, missed with the left.
Good right hand.
Right hand. Fitch got rocked after he threw the leg kick. St-Pierre countered. St-Pierre continues to
Fitch is taking some bombs.
St-Pierre looking to finish early. Fitch looking to survive.
Fitch has gotten hit with some big shots, Mike. And St-Pierre is staying on him.
You think he's grown up mentally a little bit?
It's really incredible, his ability to control guys on the top. And guys like Fitch that are great, accomplished wrestlers.
He got the half guard, still hasn't officially passed his guard, though. Half guard again.
But meanwhile, Fitch has done nothing to threaten on the bottom, has not threatened with any offense, and has not threatened with any sweeps. He's got to be careful scrambling to his feet here.
Oh, he's getting teed up on. St-Pierre relentless. What a pace. Fitch is up, though. Fitch is shaky.
He's very wobbly, Mike. Very wobbly.
He goes down for a moment.
He's in trouble.
St-Pierre again, but he'll wait. Over a minute remains in the round, Joe. Wow.
Fitch is back to full guard here.
A fight against the man that St-Pierre considered the greatest challenge of his career, and he is absolutely dominating him here in round one. Half guard. There it is, first time that John Fitch has had his guard passed inside the octagon.
Watch the back of the head, John.
He's in side control, and he's sitting on John Fitch.
20 seconds remains in round one. Perfect on his takedown attempts. Mount 10 seconds though, Joe. Back. Fitch may make it to the round that is labeled number 2. He will.
Right, there you go.
Big round for George St-Pierre.
God, this is what I was talking to you about, John. We have to sacrifice. We got to keep pushing, buddy. This is what we were talking about.
Hey, I want no fucking kicking, all right? I want goddamn head movement, and I want you to get after him, okay?
You got to push, John. Let's do it.
They're there. John Fitch lands a leg kick, and George counters with a big right hand. The story of that fight, the story of that round was all George St-Pierre.
Don't bother me again, man.
Crazy Bob Cook talking to John Fitch, George St-Pierre, Greg Jackson, second round. Fitch won't go away though, Joe, I can guarantee you that.
Fight!
They touch again. Red trunks for Fitch, black trunks for GSP. Looking for what would be his first title defense.
Now let's see how Fitch adjusts.
Bisping against Lieben, UFC 89. We're back in the UK. Lyoto Machida, Thiago Silva, both undefeated. Go on to UFC.com right now. Let's get some tickets at theticketfactory.com. Tonight, it's Minneapolis, and it's GSP against John Fitch.
Good body shot by Fitch. Fitch is moving around more, lighter on his feet.
Nice. Mixed it up. Switches his stance. St-Pierre still an incredible striker. Even though we've watched him mature in his ground skills and his controlling of opponents, you gotta remember this guy strikes as well as anybody. Lightning quick, precise, powerful. And he does look he looks a little bit bigger than he has before. He's packed on a bunch of muscle. I mean, and this is a young man, 27 years old, still maturing. Head kick. It's moving ahead a lot better here, as you mentioned, Joe, in this round. From USA to GSP.
Good body shot by Fitch.
Caught him with a jab again. That jab is lightning fast.
I like how Fitch is attacking the body.
Fitch trying to put a combination together. Like I said at the beginning of the round, Joe, John Fitch won't go away.
No, he grinds. He's going to stay in there as long as he's physically capable of.
Trying to set a UFC record with 9 consecutive wins, hasn't lost a fight in more than 5 years. 2002, spinning back kick, caught him a little bit. In and out with a jab. St-Pierre's bloodied up on his forehead now. Fitch changed levels nicely. Definitely looking to attack the body.
He's swinging hard.
Absolutely.
Kick by St-Pierre. Good right hand by Fitch.
This is why George St-Pierre said this will be the toughest challenge he believes of his fighting career. No disrespect to his
Good left
previous
hand by
opponents.
Fitch.
Because Fitch has unbelievable heart.
Another right hand by Fitch.
Switching stances again is the champion.
The key to this fight for Fitch is if he can put some doubt into George St-Pierre's head. If he can land some shots and hurt him and rock him and put some doubt. When George St-Pierre is confident, when he's a front runner, he's very, very dangerous.
Well, Fitch has been quoted as saying he thinks St-Pierre's been gun-shy since he was rocked by Matt Serra and upset in his title defense. George St-Pierre, I'm sure, doesn't agree. And right now, he's happy to exchange here in round 2 with the challenger. Good switch. Nice. St-Pierre.
St-Pierre shoots.
Good takedown defense. Not many times does St-Pierre not have success when he looks to take down opponents. Statistically, 8 of every 10 takedowns successful. Fitch stuffed that one, and he continues to come forward. But remember, we told you top of the show, Joe, Fitch's takedown defense is well over 70%.
Good right hand by St-Pierre, excuse me, left hand.
Look to set up the spinning back kick again. Final seconds of round number 2.
Better round for John Fitch.
Buckle up, this thing's just getting started.
Here is a combination from John Fitch. None of those landed clean.
What I want you to do, when he's running in front of you, you chase him, you reset, and you keep chasing him down. There's no offense when he's running back. All right, you're scoring in there. You're fucking scoring.
You're gonna look there, get aggressive. You're gonna put your punches and kicks, high kicks, whatever, in front, and you're gonna take him down again. All right? Now just get your air. You know what to do. I'll go out right here, my brother. Good feints and fakes. Good feint. Don't walk into it and stay bouncy.
The jab is hitting every time. No wars, George. Second word. Expert, baby. You're picking him apart.
Jackson calling for the takedown.
Get up first. Get out of here now. Get up. Come on, guys.
Target center, Minneapolis, Minnesota. St-Pierre Fitch, round 3. Title fight, scheduled for 5-minute rounds. Fitch, very light on his feet here at the beginning of round number 3. I'm sure he gained some serious confidence in round 2.
Good left hand, good right hand,
Answered by GSP.
Fitch is in trouble. George has got his back. He's got one hook in.
Huge counter by St-Pierre.
He's got both hooks in now.
Fitch caught him too, Joe.
Fitch caught him, but the counter was very clean.
Gonna look to finish. He's got one hook in. Now St-Pierre.
This is a different world with John Fitch on top.
He is in very rare air right here as St-Pierre. 130 total minutes of fighting in his career, less than 5 minutes spent on his back. And Fitch, very highly successful and effective with his ground and pound. And he's landing everything here, Joe. Even at a higher rate than his career average of 64. Third round.
I'm interested to see if he's going to try to pass or if he's just going to try to stay here in George St-Pierre's guard and just land small shots.
Don't hold fence, y'all.
St-Pierre looking to sweep. Fitch loses it.
And St-Pierre's out. So there's that stat again. Tough to take him down, tougher to keep him down.
So explosive. Just so quick to take advantage of opportunities. Any little space that you give him.
Fitch from the bottom.
Yeah, and that's a terrible mistake by John Fitch that he's going to have to pay for now. And he's trying to scramble to his feet. Let's see if St-Pierre lets him.
We are just at the midway point of this title fight.
Fitch back to his feet.
St-Pierre pushes forward. Fitch looks to answer. Said when he first got to San Jose, John Fitch, he had about 3 different shirts to work out in, and that was about it. Good kick to the leg of John Fitch. He could very well be the most athletically gifted athlete ever to grace the octagon. St-Pierre mixing it up here.
The only one that I think is going to give him contention is Anthony Johnson.
Yep.
That kid's a ridiculous athlete as well.
And that's a heck of a compliment to Anthony Johnson when you're looking at a man who could dominate this sport for a long time. But the last time we said that, Matt Serra came in and said something different. This time, GSP composed, matured. And he has eaten some punches. Big right hand again. Fitch ducks underneath. Fitch ate a big knee. Head kick. And another knee. Plenty of time for George St-Pierre.
Fitch is trying to hold on to St-Pierre's wrist. He's in a lot of trouble here, Mike. A lot of trouble.
Wobbly again, Joe. Fitch trying to hang on to force round 4. Man, Fitch is a warrior. Caught him with a left. That kick was checked. Right hand.
Still hanging in there, though.
Another takedown for GSP. 15 seconds remains in the round.
This takedown is actually good for Fitch.
Absolutely.
Because he was getting battered on his feet.
Punch him back in the head.
Just when you thought Fitch might have gotten himself a little bit of momentum, St-Pierre explodes.
George St-Pierre showing some power. Look at that right hand.
Oh, I saw the mouthpiece go flying.
I don't think that was the mouthpiece. I think that was
you know what?
Yeah, why not?
That's even worse.
Because his mouthpiece is black.
There you go. Good call, Joe. That's nasty.
There's one kick, and then he connects with a knee. Oh.
I need forward and more than one.
You got a combination, John.
Up on one,
John Fitch is as tough as they come, but he is getting battered.
You gotta get running.
Get your hands side. You gotta come out. Okay. Now, nothing else but get your air back.
George, don't try to finish him too much.
Yeah.
Escapes.
All right.
Get on him, George.
Get out. Please.
4th round.
Fight.
Fitch in the red trunks. St-Pierre in the black trunks. Target Center sold out. Main event of the evening. Welterweight title fight. Tonight it's the welterweight title fight. UFC 88 will feature the former longtime UFC light heavyweight champion Chuck Liddell against unbeaten Rashad Evans, and the former middleweight champion fighting at 205, Rich Franklin, taking on wrestling sensation Matt Hamill.
George St-Pierre is bleeding now, Mike. He's got a cut over his left eye. This is an interesting turn of events here.
And I just remember every time we scout fights, if you will, with our matchmaker Joe Silva, the first thing he always said is John Fitch is a beast. You know what? John Fitch is a survivor too. You know, you talk about warriors and everything going on around the war, and this is a competition, but man, oh man, these are some tough dudes. Snapping that jab.
Good body kick by Fitch.
Fitch has got his hands in good position still.
Fitch shoots in for a takedown, and it's stuffed.
Wow.
Watch it, come on.
Caught him. They're all good, though. St-Pierre's kind of faked, and there's that jab. Use that left hand effectively all night long. Under 3 minutes remains in the 4th round. Fitch trying to counter with that left hook each time. Almost swept him. What a main event. Great lightweight fight earlier. Kenny Florian, Roger Huerta, Brock Lesnar gets his first UFC win, and now this. Hello, Minneapolis.
St-Pierre utilizing that jab very well. And good head movement. Fitch trying very hard for the takedown.
It's unbelievable, Joe.
This is incredible when you think about what an accomplished wrestler Fitch is, and how George St-Pierre's takedown defense just, it's second to none. Only BJ Penn. BJ Penn is the only one who has takedown defense like St-Pierre.
And he took down Trigg and Hughes and Shirk and Koscheck at will. He's been very successful with his limited number of takedown attempts tonight against John Fitch. Tough to take him down, tougher to keep him down. Just over a minute remains in the 4th round.
Fitch still hanging on to that leg, but now St-Pierre's on top of him. He lets it go. And St-Pierre's got him down immediately. I mean, that's the difference. I mean, that just is incredible.
St-Pierre, the first man to pass John Fitch's guard in UFC competition here earlier tonight.
St-Pierre is so strong that you see guys, they almost look confused when he throws them around. When they can't take him down and he takes them down so easy, they almost look confused.
15-fight win streak on the line. Ten seconds. Looking to finish. We'll head to the 5th and final round. St-Pierre, Fitch have battled for 20 minutes.
Hey, Doc! I need you, come on. This is the last round. I want your opinion on the cut, please.
Listen to me, John. More footwork, more circling away from his right hand. When you circle out, then come out. Here's your water, breathe.
St-Pierre, only the second Canadian in UFC history to hold a UFC championship. The other, Carlos Newton. Yves Levine has the doctor checking on John Fitch. Last round, we're going to move ahead. You heard Greg Jackson telling GSP he's 5 minutes away.
Let's go. Last round, let's do it.
We're good. Come on, John. Let's fucking do this.
Let's do it.
Right? Let's finish
As if we didn't have mad respect for John Fitch before tonight.
Go guys out.
Very tough guy, but you know what? He doesn't have the tools to deal with St-Pierre. And it just makes you wonder who does.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you, Joe.
I need a peek of you.
Maybe Thiago Alves.
Maybe BJ Penn.
Fine. Last round, guys.
Fifth and final round. A great show of respect and class.
Good left hook by St-Pierre right off the bat.
Fitch looks for the head kick. Fitch is trying to do anything, Joe, and he's going to leave himself vulnerable in doing so. Big right hand.
Good left hook.
Man, he's so explosive.
And so fresh, you know, he's moving just as well in this fifth round as he did in the first. Whereas John Fitch, who's got great conditioning, is noticeably slow.
No question. Spinning back fist lands. Fitch smiles, but he got rocked again.
St-Pierre is just taking target practice now.
Yeah, putting on a show.
And then look, when he wants to take Fitch down, takes him down at will.
Up and out. Up and out. I know you got it. I know you got it.
It was the most difficult fight scenario of his life when Sarah shocked the world. And GSP has clearly learned. He lives his life every day as a champion. And he's less than 4 minutes away from leaving and remaining the UFC welterweight champion. From the South Shore of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Lots of Canadians coming here to Minnesota tonight to support their native son. And he has not disappointed. Under 3 minutes remains. Wow. Like you said, Joe, just seems so fresh still.
Yeah, he's just got incredible conditioning. Whatever he's doing it right. The thing about John Fitch's conditioning, I'm sure he's got excellent conditioning, but the amount of punishment he's taken has really drained his body. Big elbow over the top.
St-Pierre said he wanted to take care of defending his title, and as you said, Joe, a moment ago, sometimes you're not a champion. Oftentimes people say you're not until you defend.
Yeah, that's the conventional wisdom in the fight world. Yep. You're not a champion until you defend your belt.
Go, guys, work!
Unless something crazy happens in the next 2 minutes, George St-Pierre is a champion.
Fitch is back up. Under 2 minutes remains in the fight. Again with the jab. St-Pierre takedown. Yep.
Incredible. Just
looks at the clock. Yep.
He does whatever he wants to do to him.
It would be a great fight, BJ Penn, George St-Pierre. We'll see what happens in the future. Penn here tonight, the lightweight champion. They have fought before.
It'd be an even better fight if BJ was a natural 170-pounder.
Absolutely. One minute remains.
Fitch is trying, he's scrambling. I mean, he's doing his best, but he's just being overwhelmed by the superior athlete.
Takes a look again.
And the superior tactician. I mean, it's not just his athleticism, it's his athleticism and how he applies it to his techniques. That's the thing about St-Pierre is he's so technical as well.
You know, there was once a time where many questioned the heart and the mind of George St-Pierre. You know, oftentimes they'll say, don't listen to the critics, don't listen to the critics. But you know what? George St-Pierre did listen to the critics and has set out to prove them wrong, and prove them wrong he has done here tonight.
Fitch tried to scramble up to his feet, but he was unable to do so.
He is going to earn his first title defense. He entered Target Center as the welterweight champion. George St-Pierre will exit Target Center as the UFC welterweight champion.
I don't think there can be any doubt. Great show of respect between these two fighters.
This is what makes this sport unique right here, Joe.
Yeah, the respect and the honor that these guys show toward each other, and how much they appreciate each other after the bouts, and how the animosity is just gone after it's all over, and they just appreciate each other's efforts. And I mean, look at these two guys just communicating and congratulating each other on their performances. And there can be no doubt.
Oh, absolutely. Bruce Buffer has gathered the scorecards. The judges have rendered their decision. George St-Pierre is going to remain the UFC welterweight champion. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Doug Crosby scores it 50-43. Nelson Hamilton has it 50-44, and Jeff Mullen scores the contest 50-44 for the winner by unanimous decision. And still, the undisputed UFC World Welterweight Champion, George RUSH St-Pierre.
That's about as unanimous as it can be. Here's our champion.
All right, I'm here with the winner, George St-Pierre. First of all, George, congratulations on a very, very impressive performance. You said coming into this fight you thought that John Fitch was your greatest challenge. Do you still believe that?
I still do. He shows up tonight why I was saying that. And congratulations to him. His first title shot. He did awesome. And I told him that this loss is maybe the best thing ever happened to him. It's going to make him stronger. Congratulations.
Your performance tonight was absolutely outstanding. What are your thoughts now about the future? What are your thoughts about your future in the welterweight division and what you'd like to see next?
Sorry. I'm ready to fight everybody who deserves a shot. And I know BJ Penn won it. And I'm ready to do it. Whoever they give me, I'll do it. He deserves it.
Let's do it. Let's put the fight together. Let's do this. Hey, congratulations.
BJ, give us your thoughts on the fight tonight and give us your thoughts about what you would like to do next with George St-Pierre.
John Fitch is a great fighter. George stepped up. He's the champion. You know, I want to put the fight together. Let's do it.
You are right now the lightweight champion. You want to step up and move up to welterweight.
Let's go. Let's do it, George. You want to do it?
Of course I want. I want to give a shot to everybody who deserves it. Everybody. I'm not a chicken. I don't want to duck nobody. I'm a proud champion.
Congratulations on an awesome performance. George St-Pierre, ladies and gentlemen.
What a night indeed for the welterweight champion,
Before I finish,
George RUSH St-Pierre.
Before
Congratulations, bro. Awesome. Awesome.